Hi, I'm Denise, and it's great to have you back at Inside the Mind Meditations for Part 21, Stage 2 of the Fundamentals of Physical and Mental Relaxation for more on affirmations. And just a reminder to not operate heavy machinery or drive while meditating. So today, I'd like to say that meditation is not forcibly sitting in a passive, externally created silence, or any false environment for that matter. It is instead awareness free from distraction, found in a self-created stillness within, which allows us clear understanding on a multitude of levels that we didn't know existed before. And when we see clearly, we can see inside and outside. And in this meditation, we'll continue our discussion on affirmations and hopefully increase that understanding. And if you did the last meditation, then you know affirmations, when not understood, interfere, and that life is falsely commanded by the delusional mind through hopefully magical words. And thus you learn the truth of how affirmations actually extend from the heart. Words or no words, the energy of the heart is the affirmation. We can also see from the outside world how well our affirmations are given in truth. Do we believe them or not? That would be the basic measurement. And if we don't, then it's good to cultivate our mind through command of heart. And when we do that, we not only realize the measure of ourselves through how the world responds to us, but we learn something really great in that everyone is a mirror unto us, just as we are they. And when we see that, we understand if someone shakes our confidence, we know not only is our confidence weak because we haven't learned to fully command ourselves, but we also see in their effort that they lack the confidence that they try to take from us, and thus unconsciously try to strip it from others to build their own. And through this, we begin to understand our truest affirmations despite any words we have spoken or thought, and despite anything else we have recognized within ourselves or others, or perhaps not realizing anything at all. Only by knowing ourselves can we know anyone else, and only by observing others can we know the measure of ourselves, and only in knowing the truth can we build ourselves. We have to look at both our internal and external worlds to know the truth. And if we are in delusional mind, caused by, say, a lack of money or confidence, then that's what we'll know from others who reinforce our false beliefs, as that's what they will thrust upon us mostly, because that's the energy we're giving them. Still, there is nothing further from the truth than accepting another's fallacies through their judgmental actions and taking their harm as our truth. If we know our true mind, then we know others in truth and leave them to their judgments so it doesn't become a part of our destruction. Only in truth can we receive and can anything be at peace. And we only find the truth by leaving judgment and expectation behind, while paying attention to the heart, which never lies. And regarding expectation, we have a tendency to seek perfection, but perfection does not exist. Even if it does for a moment, something more perfect will come up later, or the perfection we have or achieved will shatter. So it was never really good to start with the expectation of perfection, as there are too many mistakes along the way. So to get a better idea of this, imagine if Da Vinci had tossed out his work every time he made a mistake because the work was not perfect. I doubt he would have ever completed one piece, much less the Mona Lisa, which he worked on for years. I believe 4 years. But he didn't work for perfection because perfection implies no mistakes, whereas excellence is nothing but a series of mistakes that result in perfection. Any artist knows this, and basically we are all artists and creators of our own world. Thus, regardless of what we are faced with, it is easily recognized that excellence is different from perfection and more highly desirable, as excellence is a work in progress, whereas imperfection implies that we should have already achieved something, as it comes with expectations which cannot be maintained. However, the point, if we strive for perfection in self and meditation, it's never going to happen, even if we try to force our best affirmations through mind. If we had to toss out everything that wasn't perfect, we'd never have anything completed or for long at all. However, if we strive for excellence and appreciate the endeavor, regardless of what happens, there is always gratitude for the effort, even when we fail, as we know eventually will arrive for a moment of excellence. And this feeling of gratitude through the heart is the best affirmation there is. So while meditating, strive for excellence, just as in life, strive for excellence, not perfection, and forget trying to deceive yourself through affirmations which feel false to you. Saying I am peace does not make you peace, just as saying I am rich does not make you rich. However, observing the mind through the heart will reveal the truth. And those are the affirmations we should give, truthful ones. With self, work from the inside out, one layer at a time. Just like a painting. With the world, work from the outside in, like peeling an onion, to get to the heart of the matter. And remember, what you hold in your heart is your affirmation, regardless of how much you would like to convince yourself or others with your words of something different. Your truth is in your heart. Don't like it? Change it. Change it through command of self and make a truth you find joy in. And make that change one layer at a time, because your words and actions will always reflect the energy of your heart. And please lie flat on your back with your spine straight, hands beside the hips, palms up, and allow your eyes to rest comfortably as you settle in and make any last-minute adjustments for physical comfort. And become aware of your points of contact now. And now your body as a whole. And once settled, allow your mind to wander, or to review the day's events, or rehearse for future events, or to conclude any thoughts it may have. And observe without judgment while remaining aware of the body. And notice the feelings these thoughts create within the body, pleasant, not pleasant, or neutral. And as you notice how these thoughts and feelings feel in the body, become aware of where they are attached to. And if a particular thought or feeling persists, label it with one word, and then determine if it is a shared or unique experience. and return the focus to the overview of the body. And as you notice the energy these thoughts and feelings create within the body, also notice the areas of the body that are in complete comfort and not attached to any thought, feeling, or emotion. And opening your eyes softly now, return your focus to your surroundings. Look around the room so that you become entirely aware of your space. And notice the objects within and any sounds. And as you become aware of your surroundings, begin deep circular breathing at 100% capacity. And do this for 10 breaths, with each inhale counting as one breath, and each exhale counting as a second breath, and so on until you reach 10, and begin again. And inhale through the nose, filling the entire stomach, and then expand the breath into the chest, counting the inhale as one breath, and exhale through the mouth, allowing the body to collapse as the breath leaves the body as the second breath. And do this to the count of 10 and begin again. And with the next breath, allow your breath to return to normal or a natural state of breathing. And close your eyes and look up and out through the third eye, activating the pituitary by crossing the eyes as you look out in a comfortable distance. And allow the body to breathe naturally while remaining aware of the body and breath, but comfortably retaining focus on the third eye. And while keeping focus on the third eye, become aware of the energetic field of the body. And now, while lying on your back, let's activate our chi by rubbing the palms of the hands together. At the same time, we rub the soles of our feet together, creating enough heat to activate all 2,000 nerve endings throughout the body. And having done that, please sit with the spine straight and move into prayer pose with 5 pounds of pressure as the palms press together, and another 5 as the side of the thumbs press into the breastbone, leaving the fingers angled out away from the body at a 60-degree angle. And if you do not know how to do this, please start at the beginning with podcast 2. And now activate the thyroid by closing the eyes 9/10 of the way and staring at the tip of your nose, again crossing the eyes. And we will tune into the divine wisdom with the mantra of Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And while still in prayer pose and while still activating the thyroid, set your intention through great sincere feeling from the heart. And as you set your intention, I want you to feel all the love you have in your heart for those you ask for, and also for yourself. And if you have to, visualize those you ask for as you set your intention. But if you can, move through great feeling only, and then only hold your great feeling of love for them in your heart as you state your intention with their name and yours. And that said, start with, I ask for this for myself and for whomever else, and also for the entire universe, and then feel your intention deeply within. And while staying in prayer pose, and while keeping the thyroid activated, let's conclude our intention with the protection mantra, which is always wise as we further meditation. And it is Guray, Nameh, Jagot, Nameh, Saat, Nameh, Cidy, Daveigh, Nameh. Guray, Nameh, Jagot, Nameh, Saat, Nameh, Cidy, Daveigh, Nameh. Guray, Nameh, Jagot, Nameh, Saat, Nameh, Cidy, Daveigh, Nameh. Guray, Nameh, Jagot, Nameh, Saat, Nameh, Cidy, Daveigh, Nameh. And now give great gratitude through great feeling from the heart. Now, while holding that gratitude in your heart, lay down again with your spine straight and feel the body settle in, placing your hands in a comfortable position. And moving to 70% capacity, let's move into internal breathing. Please softly close your eyes and place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth at the hard palate, located right behind the teeth, in a very relaxed manner. And now allow all the muscles to relax in your face. And while keeping the tip of the tongue on the hard palate, breathe in and out through the nose at 70% and become progressively aware of the breath as it moves from the tip of the nose in stages through the center of the body as though through a tube all the way to the second chakra. And as you become aware of the breath inside the nose and within the body, follow the sensation of the breath in stages. Feel the breath from the tip of the nose, and as it moves through the nose, including the feeling of the nose hairs, as the breath circulates and passes in and out through the nose. Becoming progressively aware of the breath in stages, follow the breath from your nose to the back of your throat. And now follow the breath from the tip of the nose to the back of the throat and into the lungs without expanding the chest, and keeping the breath at 70%, and follow it out again. And following the same pattern from the nose to the throat to the lungs, follow the breath now into the solar plexus. And this time, move the breath through the nose, the back of the throat, the lungs, solar plexus, and into the navel. And following the flow of the breath from the tip of the nose, throat, lungs, solar plexus, navel, follow the breath into the second chakra, located between the navel and the crest of the pelvis. And continue breathing in and out with the tip of the tongue on the hard pellet. Face relaxed, inhaling through the nose at 70% and following the breath through the body to the second chakra, and then exhale through the nose at 70%. And do this for 10 breaths with each inhale and each exhale, counting as one breath. And when you have reached 10 breaths, begin again. And now we will begin tri-breath for each 3 breaths, counting as one. Count inhale, exhale, inhale as the first breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale as the second breath. And inhale, exhale, inhale as the third, and so on until you reach 10, and then return to soft breath, where there is no lapse in time between the inhale and exhale. And you should continue to practice try breath throughout the week so that when we are ready to move to quad breath, you're quite well prepared. And now, if you have not already begun soft breath, or if you have, please move to natural breath now with the next breath. And breathe in and out through your nose, placing your hands over the pelvic region or on the belly, wherever you can most comfortably feel the rise and fall of the breath. And turn your attention to the body, and without judgment, observe. Does the body feel heavy or light, tense or at ease? Feel the weight of the body as it sinks onto the surface you are lying on, and observe the points of contact for the head, shoulders, back, hips, arms and hands, legs and feet, and feel them settle in comfortably, noticing the breath has returned to normal. And now turn the attention to the body, letting the points that want attention guide you, and notice the areas of discomfort. And as you notice these areas in the body, realize they are just frozen energy manifesting in form in the body. And I want you to focus on these areas through great feeling. Do not visualize them. Simply feel them with great love for your body's miraculous ability to heal. And as you feel them, stay focused on the areas until they dissipate and melt in the warmth of your love. Feel as you would a piece of ice in a frying pan without visualizing it. And first, notice the frozen areas melt from the outside in and becomes water in the pan, and then sizzles with your warmth and evaporates from the pan in steam. And without visualization, only feeling, allow the frozen areas of energy to melt and dissipate and leave the body in this way. And stay focused on the energy as it leaves and moves 2 feet out and away from the body. And if one area calls for attention most, give your attention to that area. And if there are no areas of physical tension within the body, then allow that to happen with any negative feelings or emotions you may have as well. Feel where they are attached to the body and allow them to melt, turn to steam, dissipate, and leave the body. And if you have nothing to work on, just stay focused on the energy field of the body and feel it expand fully above and below and to all sides of you. And if you drift away, return to the focus of whatever you were working on. And do not worry for drifting off. More happens in space than it does in solidity. Remain aware of the breath and allow the energy to disperse through it as the energy leaves the body in steam. And allow the aura to expand, dispersing what is not needed while collecting what is. Once one area disperses, move to the next. And if nothing, stay focused on your aura and feel it expand 10 feet out in every direction. Do not visualize it, feel it. And let's do a full body scan now through feeling deeply within, but without visualization. Start the scan as we learn, just making note now, comfort or discomfort. Starting from the top of the head, scan deeply within. And now the eyes and brow line and ears. Nose and cheeks, feeling all the way to the inside. Mouth and jaw. Neck. Shoulders, front and back. Upper arms to elbows. And lower arms to wrists. Hands to the tip of the fingers. Top of the chest, front and back. Midsection. Tummy and hips. Legs to knees. And lower legs to ankles. And feet to the tip of the toes. And if you were not finished dispersing energies, stay there now and finish them. Otherwise, while keeping focus on the natural breath and remaining aware of the body, please allow the mind its freedom to do as it will. Simply observe it. We generally notice when we allow the mind its freedom to do as it will, It is as we are, and relaxes and doesn't struggle with our focus. Remember your paramita and active living. Begin each morning by getting into the body first thing, before rising, and becoming aware of the breath and adjusting your heart to carry what you want once you rise. Beginning the day like this helps you to remember to do it later as your day progresses. And don't worry if you lose focus on paramita within 10 to 20 seconds upon rising. The few seconds you actually carried it is a major start. And as long as you keep up the practice, it will expand. And part of your paramita should be to be aware of challenging situations before you move into them. If you choose a challenging person for this practice to command self with, choose someone who cannot hurt you in any way. It is also equally important to choose someone you love to connect with in all that you do during paramita as well. And remember, as you observe yourself and others without judgment, to recognize thoughts or feelings, pleasant, not pleasant, or neutral. Label thoughts with one word that return, and note if they are a shared or unique experience. And at the end of the day, do a quick overview to see how well you did. And don't worry, you won't be able to reason with the unreasonable, but you will get better at dealing with them as you learn to command yourself. And as you learn that, everything that is reasonable will grow with you. And now you may choose to go to sleep or be up and on with your day. And if you wish to go to sleep, if you are able, please comfortably turn your head or body to the right and drift off to the sound of my voice after giving great gratitude for the day, tomorrow, and all week long. And if you wish to rise, please turn your head or body to the left and become aware of your body, your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, tummy and torso, shoulders, back, neck, face, and head. And finally, your body as a whole. And observe, does the body feel heavy or light, relaxed or tensed? And now recognize your points of contact. And become aware of the sounds around you. And open your eyes and become aware of your surroundings, the things you see and hear. And after giving great gratitude for the day, tomorrow, and all week long, while holding the feeling of joy in your heart, you may rise when you're ready. And it's great to see you again. And remember, we'll post a new meditation each week, generally a Thursday or Friday. Please check back with us, and feel free to subscribe to our channel. And know we love having you with us. And also check out our list of recommended works. I think you'll like them. Good day or night, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for being here.